with 6.5 remaining. They've hit 6 of their first 9 to start the game. With basketball operations, only 2 players remaining from that initial roster. Made some very strong trades to bring in a number of players. Jackson, Morris, and Harris all now in the starting lineup for the Pistons. And Stanley Johnson, a talented young player out of Arizona. A couple of good second-round picks. And as we mentioned, they went from 32 to 44 wins. I believe it's going to be Reggie Jackson. And we'll take a timeout.
See LeBron James, we know he can score the basketball, but all-time great as far as passing the basketball from the front court position. Finds Delly, puts him in position to hit that flob.
NBA playoffs on ABC, brought to you by the Ford Transit, built Ford tough, and Taco Bell's new quesalupa. It has everyone talking. What are you waiting for?
Time for today's home court advantage, brought to you by Lowe's. The Cavaliers so tough at home, but LeBron James maybe getting the benefit of the doubt mark.
Take maybe out. I mean, that's a blatant shove of the left arm into the body of Reggie Jackson. And then this is good defense. Moving his feet, and look at that. That's contact initiated by LeBron James. That's 2 fouls. If you're the Detroit Pistons, that's 2 fouls on the best player on the floor.
There's the cut, there's the layup, off the glass, at the buzzer. Good call, Coach. 10 points in the first quarter for LeBron James.
Well, this is a mistake in coverage by Steve Blake. This is supposed to be a switch.
Johnson drills another 3. How about the Piston bench? 14 points already, and Detroit back up by 6.
Back-to-back outstanding finds from Steve Blake. Making plays in the half court and also in transition. Gets into the seam. That's an on-point pass. Johnson does the rest. And previous possession, catches the basketball up the double team, cross court. 3-ball corner pocket. I call that good basketball.
NBA playoffs continue on ESPN. 3-game 3, 7 Eastern. The Cavs and Pistons will be at the Palace at Auburn Hills. Then at 8 on ESPN2. That Hawks-Celtics series from Boston. And 9:30 back on ESPN. Spurs and Grizzlies from Memphis, Tennessee. You know all the stories so far here in this game 1.
It's good, smart, intelligent basketball. You get the switch. You back in the smaller Reggie Jackson. The double comes. You space the floor properly. You find Kevin Love. And then at the other end, nice find, simple pass by Reggie Jackson to an on-fire Marcus Morris. 50 all here in the queue.
Brought to you by Metro PCS. How about the Pistons offense, Mark?
Great quality offense. Dribble penetration, draw 4 guys. There's an open guy in the corner. Simple basketball. Don't panic because of the moment. Double team, get rid of the basketball. Swing, swing. Wind up with a wide open shot in the corner. Then dribble penetration again. Look at the beautiful, crisp ball movement. You Stan Van Gundy, you got to be satisfied.
And what a terrific start for the Detroit Pistons. Playing in their very first NBA postseason game. 19 for Morris, 13 for Caldwell Pope. And Detroit shoots 10 of 16 from 3-point range, 62%. Game 1 for Cleveland. Pistons lead it by 5. Stay tuned. The halftime report coming up next from LA.
NBA playoffs on ABC, brought to you by the new 2016 Mitsubishi.
Thompson commits up, and a nice lob from Reggie Jackson to Andre Drummond.
Back to Cleveland, game 1, as LeBron James playing in his 179th postseason game. And this is Michael Jordan's numbers through his first 179 playoff games. 2 of the greatest to ever play. And both making 6 finals. Meanwhile, James doing a little bit of everything tonight.
Both guys great. But one guy could play the point guard position. With all due respect, look at these passes. Coach talked about it. Fundamentally sound, on point, precise, getting it done. The double team, the recognizing a guy's open. Simple basketball, 8 big assists. Again, not many point guards can make that pass. The guy will end up being perhaps the greatest scorer.
Exploded, but just couldn't finish. And we'll take a timeout. All tied up. Fun game here in Cleveland.
NBA playoffs on ABC. Brought to you by Ford. Go further. And Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Baseball on ESPN. Don't miss Sports Center at night. John Butchergross, John Anderson, Steve Levy. All the NBA playoff highlights, including this game, as well as NHL playoffs and Major League Baseball. Sports Center at night after Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN. You never know how a rookie's going to respond in his first playoff game.
Well, Stanley Johnson had his struggles after coming back from injury, but he has competed hard tonight. Stanley Johnson had his struggles after coming back from injury, but he has competed hard tonight. He's made 3 threes. He's had the unenviable task of having to match up against LeBron James. But, Mike, sometimes irrational confidence is good. And if you were thinking, hey, I'm guarding LeBron James, I played in 1 playoff game, this guy's played in 179, you may back down. But there's been no back down in Stanley Johnson. He's big, he's strong, and he's competing hard.
He was the 8th overall pick. One of the youngest players in the league with experience. But here on the road.
Again, the bench for the Pistons, holding the fort down and increasing the lead. Blake finding Bullock on the opposite side with great pace. Good offense from the Pistons.
Cavaliers on a 7-0 run to tie it at 83. Sparked by some very good offensive ball movement here. Good back cut by James. Extra passes all over the place. James most likely could have taken this one on a layup, but again, ignites another ball reversal to the Dellavedova long 2. That inspires giving up the basketball. Listen, this is not an ideal shot, but if you are Detroit, you're not going to out-execute the Cavaliers. You got to play with speed and force and pace and with a swagger that doesn't worry about failure.
NBA playoffs on ABC. Brought to you by the all-new 2016 Honda Civic.
The NBA playoffs continue Friday on ESPN. 3 Game 3, 7 Eastern. The Cavs and Pistons from the Palace of Auburn Hills. 8 on ESPN2. Hawks and Celtics from Boston. And then 9:30 on ESPN. Spurs and Grizzlies from Memphis. Those will be all Game 3s. Let's listen to Stan Van Gundy's latest huddle.
Basketball for the Cavs. It's high screen and roll, and Uncle Drew is putting on a clinic. Gets to his spot. The ability to finish in traffic.
Out 6 with the ball.
Running a little hawk action, and when they switch, LeBron says, this is the matchup that I want. He is taking over this game. Yes, LeBron James.
Welcome back to Game 1 from Cleveland, Ohio, the Quicken Loans Arena. Eastern Conference much improved this year. A lot of tough first-round matchups, as Detroit is proving, as Indiana has already proven from yesterday. Miami and Charlotte will start tonight in Day 2 of the 2016 NBA playoffs. Right now, the Pistons down by 6, 35 stretch.
Yeah, this one in particular, count the number of dribbles. It's just too much. But they ended up getting a decent look, maybe one extra pass to Caldwell Pope. The clock's winding down too low into the shot clock. But give the Cavaliers credit, all loaded up on the strong side. Now this was pretty well executed. Just a great play by LeBron James with the block.
Pistons with only 18 points in the fourth.